Hello and welcome to the DentisTV episode filmed at the Dentistry Show 2012. We're here at the NEC in Birmingham and I'm going to be interviewing speakers, exhibitors and delegates. I hope you enjoy the show. Chris, tell me your initial impressions of the show so far.
Well, you know, I'm a big kid when it comes to the Dentistry Show. I absolutely love it. It's one of the places in dentistry where people think that they've actually got a future. And nobody moans, nobody gripes, nobody tells you that, oh my God, there's not enough people here, and there's nobody in the corridors of the conference that are saying that dentistry is doomed. Everybody in this show talks about what they can do. And everybody this show's about innovation in technology, it's about innovation in clinical dentistry, and it's about innovation in marketing, innovation in business. Everywhere you look in this show, it's new ideas. I love that, and I love coming to this thing every year. We started the business track this morning. We had a full house at 9:25, which on a Friday morning in the NEC is quite an achievement. We had a good laugh with the audience as well, and I hope we're going to keep that going for the next couple of days. And of course, the real secret of the Dentistry Show is the bar at the Crown Plaza Hotel, because that's where the real action takes place. We were there last night. I'm delighted that my 25-year-old son went to bed before I did. Parent power. And I'm looking forward to tonight when we all get together for a few drinks and a chat.
Fabulous. And Chris, what are some of your expectations for the next 2 days? What do you hope to get out of it on a personal level?
For me, it's about networking. I meet friends at the show. Some of those friends are former clients, some of those friends are active clients, and some of those friends are, of course, the supply side of dentistry. You know, we're all busy, and as I'm tearing around the country, the only time I ever get to talk to the suppliers is at the shows. So I will be networking like nobody's business for the next couple of days, making friends with lots of existing clients, old friends, meeting some new people as well.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Chris.
Pleasure.
Sam, do you want to tell us a bit about what's on offer today in terms of the programme for dental nurses?
Yeah, sure. We've got radiography safety, we have legal and ethical issues, we've got reflective practice coming up in a little while.
Okay, and why would you recommend dental nurses come to a show like the Dentistry Show?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously they can obtain 9 hours of free CPD this weekend, so that's a definite plus. Also the networking, meeting people, socialising.
In terms of the evolving role of the dental nurse in the practice, where do you think you are now as a dental nurse in terms of your career path and what opportunities are available?
Okay, yeah, sure. There's lots of exciting new opportunities for dental nurses within the nurse role. We're looking at skill mix and extended duties and really just raising standards and getting better patient care.
So you'd still recommend it as a good career?
Oh, definitely, more than ever. More than ever, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Dr. Sidelski, do you want to tell me a little bit about, you've just presented, what did you talk about to your audience?
I have to first warn you that minimal invasive dentists are very evangelical. We like to spread the word, and the one I spoke about mainly was, first of all, how to preserve the maximum amount of tooth substance in terms of restorative techniques. So I showed a few very interesting procedures, one of which was published in the British Dental last year, British Dental Journal, in which you can restore an interstitial lesion in the most minimal way and to create the most beautiful aesthetic results. That was one area.
Okay.
And then the other areas were how to identify caries activity, how to identify whether a patient has a good attitude towards treating it, and looking at some of the tools which we have in general in dealing with caries activity identification. So, I mean, that's a 15-second summary.
That's a very good summary.
Okay.
So in terms of the audience and the people who are listening to you, how well was your topic received? Do you think people are really interested in minimum intervention?
Well, my wife was there and she said it was very good.
Well, that's good.
But you never know. But I have, walking up and down here, had quite a few people come up and say to me they enjoyed it very much. So I think it's a new field, and when you break intellectually into the mind of a dentist with a new field, it takes a little bit of time.
Sure.
We've been working for about 10, 12 years so far, and we're just beginning to get there. Yeah.
You mentioned also that it's a lot to do with the patient behavior and patient communication.
Absolutely.
Do you give a lot of tips and tools about how to really convey the message of prevention?
That is the whole thing, Marita, really. How to get patients to own the problem and do what they need to do, and the communication skills for that. We only briefly touched upon that, but that is the central thing of what I like to talk about more than anything else.
Yeah. And so for anyone who's watching this who wants to find out a bit more about minimum intervention dentistry, are there any websites or resources or books that you can recommend to them?
Right, well, if you type in minimal invasive dentistry, there's about 1 million things. Here, Noe obviously is a main person from Australia, GC, Chris Barrow, and of course I'd be very happy if anyone wants to go onto my site, which is harrissidelski.com, and then phone me, speak to me. As I say, we're very evaluated, so you got the idea.
Keep spreading the word.
Absolutely.
Do you want to tell me a bit about why you decided to come to the show and what you've enjoyed the most of it?
Yeah, sure. I really just came to get up to date with everything that's going on. I knew Chris was speaking, and he's one of my favourites, as well as Tracy Stewart. So I really just came to see what was happening in the industry, really.
Okay. And based on the talks that you went to with Chris Barrow and Tracy Stewart, what were some of the things that you took away from those talks?
TCO, just seeing that actually it's really getting pushed out there as being really important in the industry. Also, just the attention to detail, just a lot of things that I know but just need to implement again, really.
Yeah, so a good refresher to know from the experts.
Absolutely.
And in terms of spending time walking through the exhibition, how have you found that?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, no, it's been good to see all the stands and also catch up with people that I haven't seen for a while. So tend to see people that you know, dentists and nurses, and so that's really good.
In terms of recommending other people coming to the show, what advice would you give them all?
It's really good because there's lots of stands and there's really good speakers, and I definitely recommend it.
It's worth going.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks for your time, Martha.
Thanks.
Lindsay, you've just launched the Barrow Kwong Hing group. Why did you decide to come and exhibit here at the Dentistry Show?
Well, we felt that we wanted people to understand who we are, what we're doing here, and what our culture's all about. It's a great forum. It happens once a year. Everybody comes to the Dentistry Show. We had a bunch of journalists come over to speak to us today, and Al and Chris did their duo, which was quite entertaining. But yeah, we just wanted to explain to people what our culture's all about, and that we're about putting people before profit, which differentiates us from all the corporates that have been out there in the past.
Yeah. And in terms of how the day went, in addition to the buzz that you created with journalists, how have you found the day yourself?
We found it exciting. You know, we've spoken to quite a wide spectrum of people, from people who are interested in just really knowing who we are and what the brand's all about, and obviously inundated by lots of suppliers wanting to know if they can help us out. So yeah, it's been interesting.
Okay, and if would you recommend exhibiting at the Dentistry Show to a company that's just newly launched in the dental scene?
Absolutely, the exposure's incredible. It's been constant since we put the stand. It's been absolutely constant, twittering and on email, and there's lots of naggers, if you like, so everybody's aware of, and there's lots of opportunities for all different kinds of budget, which is great. And this is first time for us, so I think we'll do quite well out of it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for watching DentisTV, which has been filmed by the crew of JSP Media Group. For more episodes of DentisTV, have a look on our YouTube channel.